As Christmas Day falls on Wednesday, we'll have to wait to Boxing Day to get racing again in Hong Kong. Welcome to Racing to Win. And the venue for Boxing Day is Happy Valley with a record 10 races on the program. So it's an earlier start time and we'll talk about that right throughout the show. And joined in the studio today to preview Happy Valley on Thursday night by Paul Lally and Nick Child. And Nick, there's something for everybody.
There certainly is, yeah. Well, you'd hope so. Anyway, with 10 races, we're sort of encompassing all distances and all grades as well. So, yeah, plenty of action there coming up on Boxing Day. And hopefully we can steer in the direction of a winner or two. And
if the credit card's got lots of presents on it, Paul, you can help out with some jackpots.
Yeah, no need to go cold turkey on Boxing Day. And there's a couple of really good ones there. 15.6 million going into the triple chair. So they should get up to 27 million. And 6.5 million into the 6-up win bonus. So that should get up to 13. So plenty of cheer.
Sha Tin on Tuesday morning saw some big names step out. There were 4 trials. We'll have a look at 2 of them now, Nick. And we start with Galaxy Patch in this one. He runs 4th, Taj Dragon 7th. That's Red Line in the red cap. And the leader Wonder Star was out by about 10 lengths at stages of this trial.
He was, yeah. Look, I was contemplating for a second watching this trial. I don't know if Luke Ferraris had a bus to catch or what it was, but yeah, look, he went quick enough in front. But he didn't go quick enough. He just went comfortably, but he amassed a bit of a lead. I do like the way that Galaxy Patch has run on. He looks to be holding his form very nicely indeed, and always good to see them work home late like that, Paul.
Yeah, a nice blowout for him, wasn't it? So it showed he's taken no ill effects of his recent racing, and he just finished off really strongly. So he did exactly what he had to do.
And straight after the trial, Nick was able to gauge some reaction on his performance by his trainer, Pierre.
He trialled really well. He was a bit fresh. That's why I put him to the trial today. And he did really well. He didn't have a hard run last time. So hopefully we plan it right for the next Group 1.
He's going to the Stewards Cup, is he?
Yeah, Stewards Cup. In the meantime, he'll have one more trial, and everything's ready. With a small field, hopefully we get a more lucky run.
Will he be joined by Taj Dragon there? Have you got other plans for him?
Taj Dragon will go to the Group 3 next week. We'll see what happens after that, but small field, why not?
Yeah, for sure. And just finally, obviously, the winner. Just tell me about the winner, because, I mean, he ran along a bit, didn't he? And he looked good.
Yeah, he runs. I mean, he goes really well without pressure. But on race days, there's always pressure. So hopefully we put in a less pressure race and he'll be more effective.
There he is, it's Pierre on trial 1, Paul. In trial number 4, which was over the 1,050 metres, How Deep Is Your Love and Beauty Waves were the 2 headliners in this trial. And Beauty Waves with his white blaze is about to run to the top, turning for home.
Yeah, nice trial from both these 2 horses, and you can see them in the orange there. How Deep Is Your Love really sweeping into the race trial as well. Look, they're both going to find it a little bit easier than the race they've run in last time, obviously, and they're both really good quality horses here in Hong Kong. So, look, they're both in really good order. They've come out of international races with no issues whatsoever. And I like the way hard held to the line as well.
Yeah, both of them have looked good there, haven't they? Obviously, the winner has been a very talented horse. Obviously, was a champion Griffin, wasn't he? And the runner-up, obviously, a group race winner. So 2 smart horses, and you expect them to trial like that for sure.
Absolutely. So that was Christmas Eve at Sha Tin. Boxing night at Happy Valley looks like this, with the 10 races sweeping around that bend. For meeting number 32 on the C+3 course we are. 6:10 the first. 2 races we preview, races 9 and 10, Uranus Handicap and the Neptune Handicap over the 12 and the 1,650 metres. The 9th has Nordic Dragon with the blinkers off at the top of the book. Kairos Dragon has been top 3 his last 6 starts. Aurora Lady extra £9 on that massive win last time on IJC night. Wet track last time for Prawns 11. All Greek to Me has cheek pieces going back on. Both Beauty Destiny and Gallant Valour come up in grade with wins next to their name. Young Arrows won a trial. He has the cheek pieces going on, and Sergeant Pepper also up in grade after winning last time, but all of his form is at 1,000 metres in Class 4. The speed map here, Paul, has All Greek to Me leading the way.
Likes to lead All Greek to Me, and he's got the pace. easily to get across. I think he can lead over 1,000 with no issues. Aurora Lady and Flying Fortress are both drawn wide. I think they'll come across together. Bright Day might make it a little bit hard for them sort of initially, but I think they'll eventually get across. Sergeant Pepper should be able to get in. Beauty Destiny's been racing so much better since he's gone back. Young Arrow's a recent trial winner, and Nordic Dragon. Now, he can be a little bit tractable, but from barrier 5, he should get a nice enough run anyway.
The Pierre Ung show continues here on Racing to Win. Nick also spoke to Pierre about his charge, Aurora Lady.
Pierre Ung, we've got a really busy card coming up on Boxing Day. Race 9, you're going to saddle Aurora Lady. Let's reflect on the win at IJC, shall we? That was a super win from a wide draw under Mikel Barcelona.
Yeah, last time it was very impressive. I thought we were going to get a better draw this time. Still drawn 9. There's very, very fast-paced horse in the race, so I think we just sit off him and try to do it again.
Of course, the natural decision was to get Zach back on board. This horse bolted up for Zach a little while ago, didn't he? So he certainly knows the horse well.
Yeah, he definitely knows it well. Only that we went to IJC and this time the schedule fits, so hopefully we can do it again.
How has he come out of the race, Pierre? Obviously, because it was a tough race that night, I suppose, and he's come out of the race well.
It was a tough run. He put up pretty well, and he given time 3 weeks to this run, so he'll be ready for that.
This is only his 10th start, Pierre, so he's certainly improving at a decent rate of knots, isn't he, this guy?
Yeah, sometimes this type of horses just take it slowly to improve by runs. So hopefully he can go further up in the ratings.
And the two horses he worked with in that replay both appear on the 29th at Shah 10. That was some win last time, Nick, by Aurora Lady.
Huge, really. I mean, look, from where he was drawn, gate 12, Mikel Barcelona sent him on down the straight, and he was never one for stopping. I think he's got a bit more to offer still. They put him up 7 officially, but I think there's a bit more to come.
Yeah, I think it worries me a bit about it. It was such a tough run, wasn't it? How has he come out of it? But Pierre's horses, they tend to thrive on racing.
Another trainer way up in the premiership, Paul, is Mark Newnham. What do we make of Prawns 11? Do we overlook that last start? We're going back 2 starts ago where he did run second at Happy Valley, and this was behind the very informed Brave Star.
Yeah, he's drawn nicely, barrier number 2, and it was a nice enough run for him as well. With Prawns 11 this day. A little bit disappointing last time behind Gusto Sissimo, but there was a bit of rain around that day, so that might have been the reason.
Yeah, and the chips were down on him too. He was back, 6.3 last time out, so where there's smoke, there's fire, I suppose. So he was certainly fancied to run well, and on that form, he can certainly run well again. The conditions suit him.
That's a good report for Prawns 11. This horse, Nick, has just been a revelation. Beauty Destiny. He'd swooshed the tail. He wouldn't want to go on with it. Well, he's won, and he's won again. Can he continue winning up in grade?
I wouldn't put anybody off, and I think the sort of the turning point with him, I know he's won 3, but 2 of them have been for a certain little Italian, and that's Andrea Razzani, who really does have an affinity with this horse. And I mean, look, he's absolutely hacked up here. He's still stargazing a bit, but there's more to come. I'm sure of it. No,
he's always had the natural ability, didn't he? But he just did a lot of things wrong. There was a few mental issues, and I think that they've sort of been ironed out.
The creases have been ironed out.
Yeah, it looks that way. So yeah, look, I'm going to include him again. There's plenty of ability there.
The Horse Whisperer's been in.
Yeah, I think it's just about right.
Whatever it is, it's certainly been working. Gallant Valor, Paul, a bit like Beauty Destiny, is coming up in grade for the first time also. Beauty Destiny has won 2 in a row. Gallant Valor, he's won 2 from his last 3.
He's going well. The problem with him is the draw a little bit. Barrier number 12, unfortunately for him, he's going to get all the way back. He's found it quite a tough Class 3 race as well. Look, he was on the cusp for me. He didn't quite make it in, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him running on strongly at the end.
Yeah, look, as you say, he's in form. He never wins by too far. Short head and ahead in his last couple of wins, but the draw is the concern, yeah, for sure.
Speaking of draws concerning Nick, All Greek to me does have 10. This is his trial up at Chung Fa. He bolts in this. Interesting, David Hayes has gone for a noted front-running rider.
For sure, yeah. Luke Ferraris, the man charged with steering him round from gate 10. He has actually ridden him previously and got a placing on him as well. So it won't be sort of uncharted waters there for the South African. Look, he's a horse who likes to run along. Interesting, David Hayes, he's got some nice horses running on this card. And look, All Greek to me, if on song, I know he's had 1 or 2 little niggly sort of injury issues there, Paul. If on song, he could be a danger.
He is 4th up now, yeah. So look, he'll be fit going into the race. He has won over 1,200, but he hasn't run over it this season. He's been over 1,000 all 3 runs. There was just a little concern that last 100 metres for me.
That is all Greek to me. And Nordic Dragon, Paul, he is a horse-drawn barrier number 5, has to carry the big weight, 133 pounds, but he is a 5-time course and distance winner. This is his trial in between starts.
I'm going to make this horse the long shot, actually, because look, people have gone off him a bit. Hugh Bowman has been riding him. He's on Kairos Dragon. He's one off 84. He's down to a 76. I like this trial. I just wonder if he's going to be the forgotten horse in the race. He's got to carry the weight, but he should get the race run to suit with all the pace in the race. So hopefully he's a double-figure price. We're not too sure, but I'm sort of banking on that. I'll make him the long shot.
Yeah, look, I mean, he's run 4 back, 3 back and 2 back. He actually wasn't very far away at all. And as Paul alluded to, now he's dropped to 76. He's on a good mark. Alexi Pouchon rides. That's no detriment either to his chance. And, you know, winless in his last 15, I know, but he can bounce back, yeah.
There you go. So Nordic Dragon, strong case for him, and he's your on-top selection.
Yeah, so we'll put him on top there at a bit of a price. Nordic Dragon, hopefully he comes up a price, we're not too sure, but he should be. Beauty Destiny, it's just going onwards and upwards. I'm going to put Kairos Dragon as well. He's won 2 of his last 4, a couple of seconds running there. I didn't mind the trial of Young Arrow, and he's another one that should be at a bit of a decent price with a light weight. But we'll go see if he can carry the weight. Nordic Dragon, 133, 172.10.
Yeah, look, that win last time from Aurora Lady was mightily impressive. Now, if he has come out of the race A-OK, which his trainer clearly thinks he has, I think he can go in again here. That was quite a win of authority. Beauty Destiny in for second is racing so well, and he absolutely hacked up last time. Kairos Dragon goes in. He's doing absolutely nothing wrong at this stage. Second to Aurora Lady last time out, so they shouldn't be too far apart. And Young Arrow, a bit like Paul, I've got him in as well here. There's a couple of runs further back, which certainly give him a chance. Has trialled well since then. 4, 7, 2 and 10.
There you have it. Part 1 of Racing to Win is done. We're going to take a break right now and come back with plenty more right after this.
May your Christmas be filled with laughter and love.
May this new year bring you happiness and health.
祝大家聖誕快樂！
Yes, happy Christmas from all of us here at Racing to Win. Also, gee, there's been highlights leading up to the end of the first half of the season, hasn't there?
It certainly has, yeah, absolutely. No, it's been cracking so far, and plenty more still to come, Paul.
It's gone quick though, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You find this first half, I mean, international has been and gone already, and I mean, it's all full steam ahead now to the Derby.
Meeting 32. We're only 12 away from half point of the season.
Yeah, doesn't feel like it.
Doesn't indeed. But there's been 31 last run reminders so far. Let's tick it up to 32, and it's a horse that got you out of your seat last time when he loomed up, looked the winner and just couldn't quite get there in the end.
Yeah, 50-1, wasn't he? Top time, but look, he didn't run straight. That was his problem. He would have won if he'd run straight, I think. You can see him, he's slow away. Now, he's drawn wide again, so he's going to get back, but, you know, that seems to be his pattern, and so that I don't think it's a massively bad thing for the wide draw. He got across there nicely. He had to come really wide. Keegan knows this horse now, Keegan DeMilo. See, he was about 86 wide there on the turn. Now, about here, this is where you're talking about. I started to think, oh, he's going to run into this race. And then a little bit further on, he just really hit the accelerator button. And about now, I thought, gee, he could just about win this. And about from here on, he just runs straight in. You can see him, and he ends up about 3 off the rail and just couldn't quite get the winner. So with that experience under his belt, he's only had 2 starts. I think it's going to be tough to beat.
He's had a nice trial since too. Very quiet
trial was
trial.
good. Yeah, very good. Yeah.
So top time is the last run reminder. You just saw it on the screen for Keegan DeMelo and Chris. So we'll move on now to race number 10. Yes, it's race 10 at Happy Valley. That is correct. Number 1 is Gracious Express. First time over the 1650, indeed the first time at Happy Valley. Hemron has a wider draw. M Unicorn has the hood coming off. Romantic Cloud raced wide last time. Soleil Fighter He won last time, carries an extra £5 for it. Comet Splendido's a 3-time course and distance winner. Aestheticism rocketed home to place behind Soleil Fighter. Definitive's never raced past 1,400 metres, be it overseas or in Hong Kong, until Thursday night. Beato's had 10 weeks and 2 trials between starts. Fortune Superstar comes back in trip, and Our Lucky Glory just hasn't been able to repeat at 1650, Paul, what he's done over 1200.
You think he would, though, because he does get back and likes to run on, but he'll go back once again. Fortune Superstar. Now, he's a horse that has gone forward and led. He did lead last time, but there's not really too much of a leader in the race. Gracious Express, now he's never been to Happy Valley before, but the way he races, he looks like he's going to be suited here at the Valley. Soleil Fighter likes to race on pace. Now, Hammeron's drawn wide, but the other sort of 6-7 horses go back, so I thought he'd be able to slot in just in there with Comet Splendido. Definitive's gone back. Romantic Lau normally goes back. Beato goes back. Glorious Jenny goes back. Our Lucky Glory, M Unicorn, and Aestheticism always goes back from a wide draw.
Easy as that. The speed map for race number 10. This man's had a terrific 31 meetings so far. Soleil Fighter's looking for back-to-back wins. Nick with the trainer of Soleil Fighter, David Hayes.
David, race 10 on Boxing Day. It's going to be a long old card, that's for sure. But you've got a horse by the name of Soleil Fighter. Came good at IJC. Cracking ride from Holly Doyle.
Really good ride from Holly, but he's a horse when he draws well. He's very competitive around the Valley, and he's drawn well, so I'm hoping he can put a couple together.
You say that, I mean, it always looked likely from a few runs ago that he was certainly going to get that initial win, didn't it? I mean, he was always building up to this.
Yes, he's a UK import that took a bit of time to settle in and had sprint problems, but now he's very sound and racing consistently. He's a nice, consistent horse.
How has he come out of the race, David? Obviously, we know those races on IJC are fiercely competitive. He seemed to take it well?
Yeah, he's taken it very well. He's thriving.
Got Hugh Bowman on as well, so no detriment there from gate number 6. Looks ideally enough placed?
Yeah, I think he'll give him a nice, cosy run up on the pace, and he'll be hard to beat.
Very flash-looking jacket he's got on there with the K-ing Rising logo on the pocket. As you would too. That's David Hayes
Wouldn't
talking.
give it to me.
No. Collector's item. Be for sale for the right price.
Yeah.
On we go here, Nick, to our first replay, which is Hammeron. He runs 5th, Glorious Journey 8th, and Our Lucky Glory 11th. It's a sort of race where so many of these line up against each other time and time again, and he's 3 of them.
Yeah, look, again, typical, as you say, of this type of race, 1650. The one I'd probably take out of it is Glorious Journey, if any. I just think on his performances, 2 back, especially behind Jumbo Legend, I could give him a chance on that running for sure. But look, Hammeron's kept on okay. Just struggling to sort of find that winning groove at the moment, Paul.
He is. He's sort of a, 5th, 6th, that type of thing, doesn't he? I'm going to put Our Lucky Glory in on a very minor line because we know he's got a good turn of foot and he'll come out and win one at 1650 at some stage.
So a couple getting a mention out of that replay. Gracious Express, Paul. This is 1,400 metres and a pretty strong field at Sha Tin last time. 2 questions. Step up in trip, no issue for you, and no problems getting around Happy Valley?
No problems at all going around Happy Valley because, look, the 1650 at Happy Valley from barrier number 1, he's going to get a cushy run. So I think I'm not worried about the 1650 at all. Look at the horses in this race. My Wish steps ahead, Huge Wave behind him, Geneva behind him as well, Aero Invincible. I mean, this is a lot easier, isn't it? He's going to get his opportunity. Yeah,
look, he's got good form. You go further back, King Miles, Packing Power, Lucy in the Sky, Silvery Breeze recently, of course, as well. So, look, as Paul alludes to, he's got strong form, good draw. I think he's got every chance, yeah.
C+3, barrier number 1, always a massive advantage around Happy Valley too, and that will be Gracious Express. Fortune Superstar here, Nick, he runs 5th. He's trialled up okay, just nothing on race day. Comet Splendido's on the rail, and Hammeron, he's wider out. We've seen him a couple of times already.
Yeah, look, I mean, Fortune Superstar obviously went forward last time. He's eventually finished 5th here behind Rockets, but actually wasn't a bad run, really. Was only beaten 3 parts in the end. So this is 1,800 metres, coming back in trip. Look, I couldn't get I could only get lukewarm on their chances, put it that way, Paul.
Yeah, I agree. With these ones, Comet Splendido 1, 2 in a row, so I just wonder if he hit his mark, because the 3 since have just been okay.
That is a look at some of the runners and also David Hayes' thoughts on Soleil Fighter. Do we see the winner in Gracious Express.
Yeah, I do. Look, we'll take a chance on him because he's never been there under lights in the past. But the 1650 is not a problem, I don't think, for me. Being by Churchill, we should be right down his alley from barrier 1. Sleal Fighter is going to be the biggest danger. Now, Athleticism and Our Lucky Glory are going to have to come from the back, and there's not that much pace. So that was just a little concern with those two. But Athleticism, he hit the line strongly last start and was a little bit unlucky not to be even a little bit closer. And Our Lucky Glory, we take him a little bit on trust because the 1650, but look, there is a win for him somewhere, and he has got a good turn of foot when he can show it. 1, 5, 7 and 12.
Yeah, I got those same top 3 numbers, a different number in for 4th, but yeah, I do like the toppy here. I think he's a bit of a class act. He's running off a mark of 74. This is obviously a 60-80, so probably falls a couple of pounds, a few pounds below, a stronger looking class 3. So I think he gets his opportunity. Sleal Fighter in for 2nd, good win last time out, and Aestheticism, as Paul mentioned, was keeping on really well when we last saw him in action there. Zach Purton and Pierre Ung. And Glorious Journey, as I mentioned, could make a bit of a case for him on his best form, so he goes in for 4th. 1, 5, 7, 9.
That is the preview for race number 10. It's a busy time of year. There's race dates. We'll have a look at the diary shortly, but everything you need to know, including race-by-race previews, are on the website, hkjc.com. Click on audio and video for the 10-race, race-by-race analysis. It is time, Paul, for your best bet, please.
Well, it's a bit of deja vu here because we've already seen it there with Top Time. He was 49s last start, and you can see him wide here. Look, he ran on so strongly. Now, he's trialled really well since this horse. So, look, he's only a young horse. He's only had the couple of starts. So, but it's all starting to click together for him. I mean, Circuit Duffy wins the race. Young Horizon, the inside there, they're no slouches either. And if he'd run straight, I've got no doubt whatsoever he would have won. So, he's on top as the best. And we're going to make Nordic Dragon the value play. Hopefully he comes up a price. He's a 5-time winner and he's really well rated at the moment. Just slightly out of form, but I think he'll get the race run to suit. And the reason I made him the value was that trial. It just showed he's got that little bit of spark. We'll do the play in the race we've just seen. Gracious Express, Sleal Fighter, Aestheticism. I think Nick and I both agree on those 3 as a QQP.
Yeah, I like those numbers there. Best bet for me, race 7, number 3, Prince Alex here. Harry Bentley will be on board. Got the win last time, of course. James McDonald rode at the IJC, and he's a horse who kept finding here for J-Mac. Harry won on him previously. He's very much in form. Douglas White trains him, of course, and hopefully if he's taken no ill effects out of this run, I think he can go in again. He seems to have found his form well at the moment, and he's on an upward curve, it would seem. And the value play, race 8, number 4, Highland Rahi, hated the all-weather last time, clearly was beaten double digits. He's trialled well since, and hopefully it will be thumbs up from Lyle Hewitson. And the play, race 6, a straight win, and that is Top Timer. I think he's got a cracking chance.
A lot of love for Top Time on the show. Best bet race 5, number 6, Classic Century for the informed combination. Luke Ferraris and Mark Newnham placed last time at the Valley. Has trialled really well since, so I thought he could back up from that and go on with it. M Unicorn, multiple winner over the 1650 wide draw. He's won 5 from 22. Keith doesn't have a bad record on the horse, so we'll make him the value. Race 10, number 3. And the play race 5, Red Majesty on the class drop, looking for his 10th win over the 1650. Turin Warrior looking for back-to-back wins, and Classic Century 146 in a QQP. That has been Boxing Night at Happy Valley. It's time to have a look at the diary about what is upcoming, and we do have on the 29th Shah 10, and then Wednesday, Nick, it won't be Happy Valley, the first 2 Group 3s for New Year's Day. Yeah,
it's the Bohemia Sprint Trophy, so over 1,000 metres. Not too many opportunities for horses at that level to race at Group Company, Paul, but the Bohemia Sprint Trophy always attracts a decent enough sort of field to run on down the straight.
Yeah, so it should be a really good race once again. And 10 races again on Sunday. Another host of first starters coming up as well. We've seen plenty of those recently.
We have mixed program too, some turf, some all-weather.
Yeah, all-weather and turf, so plenty of them. Looking forward to seeing Mr. Energia go back onto the all-weather.
Absolutely, he's the last start all-weather winner. He's had 3 goes on the turf since then. Matthew Poon, no claim either. Nick, he outrode that by taking a victory through the week.
He did, yeah. Well done to Matthew there. Obviously, always a great achievement to outride that claim for sure. And, you know, he'll onwards and upwards, hopefully, for him.
Yeah, what a great season he's had. You know, he's gone really well. And also jockeys like Angus Chung, he's had a good season as well. Angus, he's starting to really mature into a good jockey, I think, Angus.
Absolutely. So that has been what is happening and what is upcoming with racing in Hong Kong. That has been Racing to Win. Thanks to you. Thanks to the boys as well. Have a great Christmas day, and we'll go racing again in Hong Kong on Boxing Day with a massive 10-race program on the 1st is at 6:10.